Purposes in this video, we are going to go through the steps of entering in the results into the results form off of athletic.net so that we can upload those results onto the Meet page. So, step one, just to go through this again, is that we want to have in our downloads using the results form. That's because I'm a Mac. I can't use their program that they have built for it. And I would download this form. And then from there, the ultimate goal is, we would assign bibs inside of that form, and that we want to get from here to ultimately to over to here, where we have, the kids' place entered in and their time, and then we can take this finished form and upload it onto athletic.net. So how do we get from here to here? Well, if you have the chip timer, good for you, but for a lot of communities and schools across the state, they're just not going to have that. So we're going to go old school on this, using the old tick sheets and result sheets and meshing them. So step one to getting those, if you just don't have them offhand, is that I would be going to Google and typing in USA Track and Field, and I type tick sheet, or you can type forms. This is the link that will go to USA Track and Field, and you can see it's in New England. But if you're looking to get these quickly, you just go to tick sheet and download that PDF, print it off. Print off as many sheets as you need, because you could have a wide range of the time of minute and how many seconds that each kid is coming in on. Then for, coming into the shoot, a lot of people might just go to the shoot sheet, and this is where you would, they have the placement from 1 through 100, and they, you just simply write down the kid's bib number and you just go back and reconcile it later. Where I'm at, we're running, smaller meets, and I personally think that the scoring sheet is the best one. And it's beside name, I just put in a little text field that says bib there. And this goes all the way to 210, which, probably a lot of us won't need, but, maybe the larger meets would, in case the whole thing crashed and you need that big of a form. So that's where I would get those off of USA Track and Field, New England, quick downloads there. Now, enter in your information. Like I said, I got my bib information there. And then once the race is done, is that we have our results. And you can see here we got our high school boys race. I had 7 finishers. There should be an 8th actually. And we're gonna, take this and add it to our form. So we'll just come back over to the form, and we'll see that number 132 was our first place finisher. 116 got second. 100 got third. 140 got fourth. 122 got fifth. 134 got sixth. 142 got 7th, and I just accidentally forgot to write down a kid's. 120 got 8th. Now, the next step would be to take your tick sheet, and maybe your table's got enough time where, hey, as the next race is going on, hey, just run and take this sheet and go ahead and just fill it in right here, and you can just go type it in quicker that way. But if you had to take both forms and reconcile it onto the Excel sheet, I would be coming back to the tick sheet now. And you're like, well, yeah, it's not too bad with only 8 kids or something. You can quickly just go back and forth there. But if you got 30 plus kids, you're like, man, alive, I got to get this thing sorted and go one in a row. Well, on Excel or numbers, is that what you're going to want to do now is take this and sort it. And you're going to do a custom sort. You're going to want to first sort it by division, because you don't want the boys and girls getting mixed together. And then you're going to want to add a second rule to this, and which is going to be by the place, from smallest to largest, first to last, and then hit OK. And there you can see now we got our boys 1 through 8 entered in here. Now we can come back to our tick sheet here on the left, and I'm going to start typing in my times. 2301, 2327, 2341, then we got 2421, 2441, 2506, 2551, and then we got our last kid here at 2623. And at that point, you have finished the boys' results, and you just have to do that process again with the girls. And you're like, well, what should I do? I would say that you should do all the placement first, and then you can come back to entering in the times. But if you did, one race at a time, then you're going to want to go back up to your sort, and you're going to want to get rid of this rule. And oops, I think I was typing in the custom sort. All right, you're going to want to come back up to the sort, select all your fields here, and we're going to go by division, and then we're going to want to get rid of the placement, and then we'll go back and reorder by bib number. And that way, then this will get your girls back into the original order from least to greatest. And then you'll be able to find, all right, the girls, the first place girl was 121, then 125 got second, 127 got third, 101 got fourth, 109 got fifth, and 119 got sixth. And then again, you can go back up to the sort. Sometimes you gotta, re-highlight everything, and just so Excel knows what you're precisely after. Back to, all right, our division. I don't want to go by bib this time. I want to go back by place. And now I can scroll down to my girls, and I can see my girls are now in order. And then I can go to their tick sheet and see that the first girl was at 2621. The next girl came in at 2832. Next girl came in at 2955. Then the next girl was at 3009. The next girl was at 3650. And the last girl came in at 4327. Again, save, and at this point you have both the high school boys and high school girls done. And you'd have to go through the same process for your middle school races to fill in their information. And you can see now that I have got these things matched up correctly from our beginning when it was blank to now getting it filled in. And it doesn't matter what the sorting is, because athletic.net will know how to delineate between the divisions, what place number was entered in, and their time, and so it would match with that correctly. So that is the old school way of doing paper and pencil, and then entering in onto the athletic.net results form.